Condition for interference of sound. Condition for interference of sound. Okay. The following conditions are necessary for interference of sound. Okay. The two sound sources must be coherent. Two sound sources must be coherent. Coherent. That means the phase difference between the two sources must be remain constant, so that the phase difference between the two wave trends at any point does not change with time. Okay. Second point. The two sources must emit waves of the same frequency and amplitude. Okay. The two wave trends, the two wave trends, the two wave sources, the two wave sources, the two wave sources must emit, the two wave sources must emit, the two sources must emit wave of the same waves of the same frequency and amplitude. Frequency and amplitude. Okay? Condition for interference of sound. First, the two sound sources must be coherent, and the two wave sources must emit wave of the same frequency and amplitude. Third point, the two wave trains must travel in the same direction. The two wave trains must travel in the same direction. In the same direction. Okay. That means parallel to each other. Okay. Condition first is necessary so that the position of maximum and minimum intensity of sound are distinct. Okay. If the difference between A and B is large, the minimum intensity position are not distinct. Okay. Condition 2 is necessary. Condition second is necessary to have a sustained maxima and minima if the phase difference between the two wave continuously changes. The maximum and minimum intensity position are not fixed. Third point, condition third is necessary because with increase is obliquity between the waves, the resultant intensity decreases. Okay. First condition first is necessary so that condition first is necessary so that the position of maximum and minimum position of maximum and minimum intensity of sound are distinct if the difference between A and B is large, is large, AV is large, the minimum intensity position, the minimum intensity position, the minimum intensity position are not distinct, okay? Condition second is necessary to have sustained maxima and minima if the phase difference between the two wave continuously changes. The two wave continuously changes the maximum and minimum intensity, the maximum and minimum intensity position are not fixed. Position are not fixed. Condition third is necessary because because with increase in obliquity between the waves, the resultant intensity decreases. Okay? Condition for interference of sounds. The following conditions are necessary for interference of sound waves. First, the two sound sources must be coherent. That means the phase difference between the two sources must be remains constant, so that the phase difference between the two wave trends at any point does not change with time. The two sources must emit wave of the same frequency and amplitude. Third, the two wave trains must travel in the same direction, that means parallel to each other. Condition first is necessary so that the position of maximum and minimum intensity of sound are distinct. If the difference between A and B is large, the minimum intensity position are not distinct. Okay? Condition second is necessary to have sustained maxima and minima if the phase difference between the two waves continuously changes. The maximum and minimum intensity position are not fixed. Condition third is necessary because with increase in obliquity between the waves, the resultant intensity decreases. Okay, next phrasing is beats. What is beats? Okay.